supposed to be. I feel like that's what it should look like.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing when you're speaking is like coalition building. But we are building within the organizations that are in the community along with our young people. I think that we can do a really good job at what this looks like, because one of the things that I say a lot when I speak to people in my director hat at the center is that the South Bronx does not lack resources.
Right.
It lacks access to the resource.
Right.
A lot of people have no idea that the door is right here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have no idea about so many of these organizations. And I think that if we took this committee meeting and we turned it into almost like this coalition, like this monthly meeting with organizations, young people, and we did marketing, we branded it to look really cool and fun, and we brought the young people at the table, I think we could pack this up where this room is not going to be big enough.
I think that that's definitely energy to have, and I think that starts with us also setting goals for how many participants do we want to see at these monthly meetings. How can we expand our reach in terms of awareness of the meetings? Because even when we were at the book exchange, having flyers promoting the general board meetings and encouraging people, like people want to take part. They just don't know. You know, like I've worked at where I'm at. I've worked at that school for 10 years. I only joined the community board. This is my second year. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like y'all just came about. You get what I'm saying?
Some people have no idea that there's committees within the community boards. Like I've been inviting like some of my moms, some of my homegirls that do work in the community. I'm like, yo, there's a committee for this. Come through. And they're like, yo, I had no idea. They also don't know that you can be a member of the community and come. And not necessarily be a board member. And then the reason why, like, I've been coming to Community Board 1 and Community Board 2 for over 7 years.
Wow.
And I never wanted to join the community board because I was like, these people got nasty attitudes.
I'm screaming.
No, for real.
Like some of them do, and it's like some people are like really into just the title of having you know to be presented to and all.
Except
it's like rolling up your sleeves, so you gotta get to work.
Right now, but I joined because I'm like, yo, this is unapproachable and it's gotta change. And that means more people gotta come in. Nobody wants to come to a community board meeting. They don't want to share. They don't want to talk because they think that they're gonna get cut off. They think that somebody's gonna look at them nasty, or they don't think that this is a place for them. And I think that if we do a better job, especially letting the young people know that this is a place for you, then not only is our attendance going to be great for our committee meetings, but also for our general board meetings. And I think that we need to have better attendance at our general board meetings. And I'm okay if like the coalition that's like kind of building, or the committee that's building that out is this one. With all of your concerns, I'm gonna keep it 100. The amount of families that have come to me because they're not getting the services that they need because their kids are not in a public school is sad. Really, really sad. And I remember my first year in the program, I was like, yo, we need to figure out where they're gonna get their services. And I see so many more children on the spectrum than I have ever experienced. I've worked in schools before. I have friends that are principals in schools. And the amount of children that are undiagnosed, don't even know that they're on one end of the spectrum, and also families that are struggling, parents, moms that don't know where to go. I think that having this like autism, disability, like this at the top of our priority list when we think about who we are inviting to these committees, I think is a really good priority.
And we can be even strategic around it in terms of, September is the start of the school year. Families that may have students that have IEPs, what should you be asking when you consider your son or daughter's program, schedule for the school year? How do you, support with understanding the different parts of the IEP, understanding how to hold schools accountable to ensure that your your kid is getting their services.
Yeah.
The accountability, in my opinion, is not the same when it compares to public and charter. Like, it's my ass if students are not being serviced. So you won't hear any of my students talking about what they're not receiving. I take that very seriously, in terms of my work. So that's part of the reason why I do side-eye charter schools, because I don't think the accountability is the same, and it should be. What those students have shared with us, last month or 2 months, it's like people are fascinated by the outside, right? They get the cover looks so great, right? But when you get in, it's like, well, what the heck is this? What's going on? That's if you ask. People are not necessarily attracted to the cover of this community. But when you get in, you be like, oh, damn, there's so much that's available. So that's my point. I want to service kids. Like, I believe in young people. This is why I do what I do. I want Black and brown young people to thrive in a society, in a world that's not rooted for them to thrive.
So what I'm hearing is,
however we can make that happen.
I think that's great. I think it's balancing sort of our ambitions with our capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think from what I experienced, at least from the book exchange, I think maybe like having a bi-weekly event might be a little too much. I think just because, I mean, there were certain points where we couldn't even host it because we felt that it was just too much and there was not staff available. So I was thinking maybe just having like a monthly, event, whether it be like a social event with schools, organizations, different things, and then maybe like having like a one big event that we just host, that we focus in, like sort of like an immigration event that we're hosting as well. That could be maybe related to the autism awareness workshop or forum, so we can expand the resources. But I think just having those monthly events and then just maybe like a one big picture, we organize with as many organizations as we can to sort of push out a good product would be a good way to.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Yeah.
If the plan is to continue the book exchange, the whole purpose was trying to push literacy and encourage more reading for pleasure, etc. What if we committed to once a month? So it's like every first Saturday or every second Saturday, like that, be consistent. And then even the bigger pieces, like the workshop or an event, that happens like maybe a quarter, because that requires so much more work and effort. In order, because whatever we do, we want it to be like, we want people to talk about it in a good way, right? Yeah. So we don't want people to talk shit about it, like, oh, they just doing too much. No, we want it to do it with as much care and intention, so that folks know when they hear anything that's being put on by this committee, oh, it's going to be worth your time.
For sure,
So hear me out. I think that a quarter is a lot, too. I think if we did, and the reason why I say that is because the days go by so fast. Like,
in a year?
Like, yes, every 90 days or every 120 days, it goes by so quickly. So I think that we can do the book exchange once a month, right? We have our coalition/committee every, and like, that's gonna be a big, that in particular, like having this meeting be like something where the nonprofits are coming, the schools are coming, the students are coming, like that's every month, right?
Is that in addition to this meeting?
No, that is this meeting.
Okay.
That is this meeting. And then we do one big event every year. Just one.
Okay, so
I like that too.
Because we did one big event one year, was a job fair.
Which was awesome.
And it's what we're known for. And maybe it's a resource fair, right? So the Health and Human Services is doing the Healthy Families event. My organization is doing it right next, like we're gonna collaborate together. On my flyer, it says Hype Family Day, just because I do that every year.
Yeah.
But on the community boards one, it says Healthy Families. But it's like a health resource fair, but it's for families, book bags, all of that. But I think that if we committed that once a year, and maybe we plan this to be like in November or December, right? And this is where we bring all of the partners that we've been working with to participate in like one large event, a resource event. But not just resource, let's get toys. Let's get these toys away, right? Let's get vouchers. Let's get sneakers. Like, it would be like what we would provide for families, for young people. Yeah. So resources and gifts and all the other things. But it's the one.
Counters resources.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the one event it's the one thing that we do every year, and we can be known for that one thing every single year.
That's cool. We just have to pinpoint. One of the things you have to do, I think, early, from what I've learned, is pinpointing a date and a location so that you can work backwards.
Yeah, totally. And I think that September's too late to pinpoint that. So, with that being said, I think that we need to commit if we're going to meet in July, or if we're going to meet in August, or if we're going to meet in July and August. I'm cool with meeting in July and August because I'm working, but I know that you guys are in education, so I don't know if you guys are taking the summer off.
Oh no, it's not off.
We're not off, but
you use the summer to prepare for the next school year. Yeah. What days are you? Can we talk about this now and then we share? Because
how about we just do like one, maybe like late July, early August? Would that work with everyone? I don't know if that's reasonable.
So just one?
Yeah.
To do like one meeting? Or two?
One meeting, just like in late July, early August, just so we can have that.
If we do a one meeting, that's gonna be a long meeting, just because that would be. That would be talking about. That would be the meeting that we're like, okay, we wanna plan our once a year in November or in December. And then we would have to choose a date, and then we have to start preparing for that.
And the fun
got it.
I'm fine with
one July, one
August, two, depending on when
I think
one.
I think we just need to lock down the date.
Let's look at our calendars.
And because it's off the community board calendar, we can do it on Zoom.
Yeah, yay. Well, you know, I love
exactly.
Well, let me circle back with that because I want to.
It's not an official.
You're not taking any votes on official action.
No.
There's no vote. There's no vote.
It's just
no official. There's planning.
Yeah.
Strictly planning. You cannot make because the open meetings law says you have to open up or publicize it.
We can still open the meeting if it's on Zoom, but
if
no.
If you're
Just
planning, no, you're not doing any official.
Yeah.
That's my understanding, but I'll clarify for you.
Okay.
But I'm let's plan.
Okay.
Date.
If we do it on Zoom, can we commit to two of them? One in August, the same day that this would be. So the second Wednesday of July and the second Wednesday of August. Or if not, we can do the third. It depends. What do you guys think?
So I won't be available until after July 20th.
Okay.
So that's why I was guessing, but you guys feel free.
So I'm more flexible in July than I am in August because I'm literally traveling throughout August. So yeah.
You're more flexible in July. You said that you're back when? July what?
Around like July 20th. So I can do the 25th. Yeah.
So the 25th is a Saturday.
I don't know if you guys want to get lunch or something like that. We can talk over like that. If that's reasonable.
Is it Zoom or in person?
It depends on what we want. I thought that it would be Zoom.
Okay. Well, you guys prefer Zoom or in person? I mean, depends. I'm open to whatever, honestly.
Well, where are you more productive, online or in person?
Oh,
I'm good at both, but I think that I'm gonna have a crazy busy summer at the FEC, and I think I already have something July 25th that's pending.
Fair enough.
But can we?
I'm out of time on the 21st.
Can we do the 22nd? Wait, hold on.
The 22nd is a Wednesday.
The 22nd on a Wednesday, or actually, can we do the 23rd on a Thursday? That would have been the general board meeting, I think. The 23rd on a Thursday from 5 to 7.
I can do that.
that could work for me. That would be for me.
How about you,
I can do that.
Andres?
Yeah, tentatively, yeah, it should work for me.
Yeah?
When will you
Could
be
we
able
have
to
a-
confirm if it works for you?
Probably early July, I would say.
Okay.
July.
Okay.
Do we have a backup date just in case?
Yes.
Yeah.
So either, all right.
Does the 28th of July work? Or is that 27, 28, 29?
Yeah.
28 works for me. 29th works for me.
28 and 29 works for me. It's evening.
28th before, you said 5 to 7?
Yeah, 5 to 7.
Yeah, I can do that.
Same.
So we want to do that then?
Okay, yeah,
Let's
28.
do that. Okay.
The 28th? Can somebody put that on the chat?
I got you.
All right.
You said Zoom or in person? What are we doing?
Zoom.
Zoom?
July 28th, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then if we wanted to hang out during the summertime, we can always just put it on the chat and see who's available. I think it would be nice if we're able to, but I understand that everybody's, traveling and doing all the things.
Sounds great. And could I ask a question to Anthony? Anthony, is okay, do you think July 28th, would that be too late to talk about funding? Like, will we have missed the boat? You know what I mean? In terms of like funding or, talking to the city council members and all that stuff.
So city council members we're already in this, like a budget period of time, and the decision's gonna be made hopefully, June.
Soon now. Because the fiscal year.
For the fiscal year.
It starts now.
Now, the conversation about funding will be more of when we know the allocations, talking to your chair, taking the chair, advocating to the executive committee, and saying, out of whatever allocation the city council members have made, we want to do these events. We're not trying to eat up the entire budget.
Yeah.
We want to do something that, and that money can be determined by what city councilman does what. And if you do an event, the city council member, whoever's pocket you're going to be in, might want to do that event exclusively in their district. So.
Okay, what would you advise? Like, if we know we have one big event coming up in December.
So say for example,
the
resource fair. That's a council member, City Council's district, and so that may be, and then depending on what she gives in her pot, then y'all could be able to. But she can advocate to the executive committee saying we want $2,000 out of that pot.
Okay.
That's an example.
Okay.
So that's all. That's all for discussion.
Okay.
So the other thing is that we can be really strategic with how this is. So for instance, we're doing, and it's 8:04, so I know that we have to start wrapping up, but we're doing the healthy fairs, right, at Pulaski Park.
Yes.
Right? Bronx Type is coming in on this event, right? Mm-hmm. Bronx Type is going to bring in, we're trying to get produce, we're trying to get book bags.
Awesome.
And we already got an organization, which is the Bronx Alliance, who just committed to paying for all of the entertainment.
Nice.
So.
Oh, that's awesome.
But if nobody knows Bronx Type and they're coming for the Healthy Families for Community Board 1, they're thinking that Community Board 1 is doing all of this, right?
Yeah.
And so the reason why I say that is because if we know that we want to do something for the holidays, then we connect with all of the nonprofits who have all their little pockets of money for funding for these events. They want to put the community board at it, and then we can anchor what this event is going to be about and bring them all in, and then they support food, clothes or toys or rental or things like that. So I think we just gotta be strategic in how we're planning this event, because we can literally plan an event with $0. I'm not saying we're gonna request $0. There's a world that we're gonna request money, right? But we can be strategic with that, and we can actually plan something with $0.
And may I build on what you're saying? And because that also may take, depending if you do come to the community board, we have specific rules as a city agency that we have to shop at a city approved vendor grandma can't.
It's harder to buy from the community board.
Right. Grandma we can't pay grandma $10 to make the
Like,
forget it.
It's better to work with a smaller organization who can buy from like one of the Mexican restaurants on 138th Street, because if they don't have the valid POS system, then they can't provide an itemized receipt that the city can be able to get reimbursed for. So honestly, it's not in our best interest to request money from the community board. It's in our best interest to request that the community board uses its name to get favors.
Isn't that to an extent too?
Not favors. Not favors. But the more connection
support.
Yes, yes.
I was like, wait, what is that?
You know what I mean,
You know,
though.
he brings
Like,
up all the conflicts.
yes, yes,
Very
yes, yes. To get
Like the, you know.
collaborative partnerships.
Exactly.
Jesus.
All right.
All right,
That sounds
okay.
good.
So I think that this is good. We have another meeting for July 28th.
I want to add, if I can, there's some things that the community board is working on with some organizations for the summer.
Okay.
And if I may, Chair.
Yeah.
Okay. The community board is working on doing Bronx Community Board 1 and the YMCA movie night on August 7th at YMCA.
Okay.
And we'll
Nice.
so come bring your popcorn and everything else. Movies. We're working with Nostradamus. That's for the hub area. Working with Nostradamus was in the Melrose part of our district to do community cleanup in the Melrose section on the 24th of July.
Awesome.
We're working with the Third Avenue Bid to do the Bid Festival. That's the economic development part. And we're working on Destination Tomorrow for the LGBTQIA Festival on June 20th.
Okay.
And I will provide details at the community board meeting, but also an email for folks to throw that on their calendar.
Isn't the committee board meeting after June 20th?
The community board meeting is after
it
June
is.
20th, yes.
Okay, so then we'll need the information.
Yeah, I'll send that for that part, after that tomorrow, I add that in email.
Okay,
Thank
perfect,
you.
The flyer's already out for that.
perfect.
Awesome.
Okay, for this vote.
Yes.
What do I say?
Ask for the request of motion.
I request a motion to vote, to make a vote, for our collaboration with, the Third Avenue Bid for this community planning fellowship. Yes, so
Yes. I, Christina, second the motion.
Okay.
Discussion on the motion.
is there any discussion on the motion?
Okay, when is this happening?
I think
It's
we're,
not due until September.
right,
Well,
It's not doing September.
it's not due until,
So when's the conversation about it happening?
I guess during that meeting in
The
In July?
in July,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about that along
So
So-
it
with.
can't take over, because
no,
What?
okay, so
Yeah.
I can commit to having ongoing conversations with him. Can you
Yeah,
commit
I'll
to that?
also be in there.
Yeah.
Would it help out to maybe have like a brief 15-minute meeting to discuss this, or 30 minutes?
Like separately.
Yeah, separately from that 28th one, so
I'm
we-
interested.
I just, right,
Yeah, we
2
are.
hours go by really quickly.
Yeah.
And if you.
and we want to all focus on that, so.
Yeah,
I would be down to have like another meeting for that, just like briefly 15 to 30 minutes if we want to discuss this and see if we.
You do update, yeah.
there's
What
supposed to be a contingency also on our vote. It's contingent on our follow-up with them.
Right,
Oh,
right,
perfect.
So does anybody wanna say that?
right. Is that's when we vote, we add the contingency,
Yeah.
so, who's starting off the voting, I guess?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I vote yes with the contingency that we have a follow-up conversation with Ben from the Third Avenue Bid to have a full understanding what the commitment from the community board is. And the yes is only if the problem that we're looking to solve is directly aligned with this committee's priorities around children on the spectrum, making sure that our community is safe and that traffic is good for our children and for our families in the community.
Yes, I am also yes, with the contingency of, as stated, timeline, making sure we understand what's needed from us, and making sure it's aligned with our values here at the Education, Youth, and Young Adults Committee.
Yes.
Is there any discussion on this motion? No? Okay, perfect. So we're voting yes.
Yes.
Perfect, you're voting yes. All right, if that's it, I think that the last thing that I wanted to say is that we spoke one more time with the young students from the charter school that came last time. They are working directly with the public advocate's office. We shared with them that the goals of the community board is to ensure that their voice was heard, and that this is a safe place that they can convene. Unfortunately, the community board is not in the business of advocacy and any of that work, and so we're not the best people to be hands-on on that, but we do a good job at connecting people. And so that was the purpose of them coming here, and we're grateful that they were able to speak with us. So that's my last update on that. And I think that's it.
Can I just add though?
Yes.
I think in future, when different schools are seeking our support, that we remember the experience of the students and maybe have like follow-up questions to ask them about accountability to ensure that every kid is being serviced and getting what they deserve because they deserve it, like period, and oftentimes like parents may not know what to ask or may not, be aware, but now we are, right? Because I think that was some huge insight that folks that may not have ever considered, anything negative to exist in that space. Not saying that all charters are bad. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, there's a lot of, different organizations and people that may pitch ideas and it may sound great, but it may not be great.
Yeah. And I think we want to do a better job as a district manager that when we get signups for public session at the general board meeting, that we look through what they are requesting to speak about, and maybe even asking if they would prefer to speak to a committee rather than speaking to the general board, just for their privacy and their safety. So with that being said, wait, what? I need a motion for adjournment.
All right, I, Andres Madrigal, request a motion for adjournment.
I second.
Oh, I Joyce spoke a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Woo!
Yay! Let's go next.
Let's go committee.
Let's go committee.
Come on now. Great year.
If you notice, we